Okay, hello, my name is Brad and this is Kyle, and today we're going to talk about the football in the poppy. We thought football in the poppy would fit into sports politics very well, as there's been a lot of controversy over wearing the poppy within football. Some leagues and teams love wearing the poppy and supporting the poppy appeal, while others don't like wearing the poppy as it could offend a couple of other people or other countries. So today that's what we're going to talk about within the PowerPoint. The poppy itself, the poppy is a symbol of remembrance for those who have died in conflict, so World War I, World War II. The poppy is traditionally worn on Remembrance Day, 11th of November, before and after 11th of November, which also is known as Armistice Day. The poppy is used as, after World War I, the fighting ended, the poppy flower was a flower that started growing on the battlefield, so that's why we use it as a symbol of remembrance for those who died on that battlefield over the weeks. Why people wear the poppy? There's 4 reasons why people wear the poppy. To pay respect to the fallen soldiers that put their life on the line, remember those who sacrificed their lives, and to pay tribute to those who are still fighting for the country, putting their lives on the line and helping our country survive. And the 4th point is to help servicemen and women that are still alive and whose lives have been changed by wars. So say people coming back from wars and stuff, they have no money and stuff, so by donating and buying a poppy to the poppy appeal, it'll help them either get a job, live in a daily life, or even get a house, because some people's coming back from the army losing limbs and stuff, so donating money by buying the poppy will help them survive. The poppy within football. The poppy is commercialised worldwide, so it's been on TV, celebrities are wearing poppies, the Remembrance Day parades on TV now, and now it's worked its way into football. On Remembrance Weekend, football teams and football fans pay their respects, so football teams would have a minute's silence before the game, again wear the football or the poppy on their football shirts, and fans, as the picture shows, would pay tribute by putting on a poppy display. The main leagues that would support the poppy on Remembrance Day would be the English FA, the Scottish FA and the Northern Irish FA. As for example, I played on Remembrance Weekend and Glentoran put the poppy symbol on the pitches, 4 in each corner. The Barclays Premier League would be the main league to support the poppy appeal. All 20 Barclays Premier League clubs will display a uniform design on their shirts to mark the Remembrance Day, and every top flight club will further show their support by donating all shirts to the poppy appeal, which then will go up for auction, again making more money for those servicemen and servicewomen who put their lives on the line and their lives have been affected by the wars. The difference. The poppy within international football. I just want you to think about it and your personal view. Is a poppy a political statement or an act of respect? As within the laws of the FIFA, Rule 4 states the basic compulsory equipment, so shirts, shorts, socks, must not have any political, religious or personal slogans, statements or images. So the British Football Association sees it as an act of respect, whereas the FIFA could see it as a political statement. As for example, they said the Germany Federation, when England was wearing it, could affect them because they were involved in the World War and it wasn't just the British. But the British Football Association says it's paying respects to not just their army and their servicemen and women, it's to everyone that was involved in the war. So just remember that, just keep that in your mind. Is the poppy a political statement or an act of respect? And then Kyle will speak on.
Alright, so as Brad said, my name's Kyle, and what I'm going to take you through are people's views and the controversy of wearing a poppy and some consequences of what's happened to teams that have displayed the poppy through football. So, as Brad's already said, FIFA banned political, religious or commercial images on shirts, and poppies was one of them. So recently in the international football stage, there were 4 teams, England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, were affected. That's later on the PowerPoint, I'll take us through that. So people's views, depending on where you're from. There's an example I've got coming up about a player who's from Derry, Londonderry, and he's got his own views on why he doesn't wear a poppy. And so again, I think, depending, as I said, depending where you're from, you're going to have your own ideas, your own thoughts and your own opinions on why you should wear it. But as Brad's already mentioned, people see it as a sign of respect. There have been people, there have been dads, granddads, uncles, brothers, and sisters who went out and fought in the war for us, for our country, and for our freedom. So the consequences that have been made for wearing a poppy, England were fined £35,311. What they got fined for was they displayed, they had an armband on with a poppy displayed on it. They were playing Wales that evening, and in the stand as well, the crowd had a poppy display, which that's the consequences that they come up. Scotland and Wales, as I say, England were playing Wales that night, but Wales got the same fine as what Scotland got. Scotland were actually playing Serbia, and what Scotland done was they wore armbands as well with the poppy on it. And as I say, FIFA see it as a political sign, or these countries are just seeing it as a sign of respect to their fellow countrymen. And the last one was Northern Ireland, who got fined £11,770. And as you can see, they didn't wear black armbands with poppies on it, they just wore black armbands. There's people that come out and they had poppies on the pitch in the centre. But the big one was this picture here. It's the crowd and the Kop stand behind one of the goals actually held up just sheets of paper that painted a picture of a poppy. And again, even though it wasn't to do with players and it wasn't to do with any poppy displays on their kit or their arms, FIFA seen this as a political statement again, even though it was in a crowd. And Northern Ireland got fined for that. So the example I was talking to about earlier on was James McLean. He was Northern Ireland born. He was born in Derry, Londonderry. He's a Catholic fella, but one of the things he comes out and said, he's not anti-British. But as you can see, this is one of the nights, and he didn't have a poppy on. He decides not to wear a poppy because of some reasons. He says he's not anti-British, and he says, as you can see in the board, the poppy is used to remember victims of other conflicts since 1945, and this is where the problem starts for me. So yes, he respects those who fought in the war in the British Army for their freedom, but the reason he doesn't wear a poppy is because of what happened on Bloody Sunday. And the troubles as well, where his family members or his people, as he would describe them as, were affected, and innocent Catholics and Protestants were killed, and this is the reason why he decides not to wear a poppy during international duty and also club duty. And a lot of people can see this as a problem, but they don't seem to realise the effect that it's had on him. They just see him as the only player in the Premier League that doesn't wear it. But my personal view, I think you should wear a poppy if it has affected your life, if you can see the reasons why and what the poppy actually means. There's a lot of people who can just wear a poppy because they think everyone else is doing it, so I'm doing it. But for myself, personally, I wear a poppy because I do see it as a sign of respect to those who have been who were fighting for our freedom in the war, but have obviously sadly died or passed away after. But there's also the view of why you don't wear a poppy. Is what I said about James McLean. James McLean doesn't wear a poppy because of things that has affected him, and I believe, from a point of view, that's a reason why that he doesn't wear it, and I respect that view. If you've got family members that have been affected by the troubles or Bloody Sunday or in the war, that you might think there's no reason for them to be killed, or they were innocent people that have died and were killed by the British Army, and that is the reason why I don't wear a poppy. But the last point, I believe you have to respect the views of others. Everyone in here is different religion. There's going to be problems in this country all the time with Protestants and Catholics and do this and do that. But I believe that with the views of everybody, they have to be respected. Because if we don't respect the views of others, it's just going to keep going and going, and we're just going to have constant conflict. So again, if you respect the views of others and then understand the reasons why people wear and don't wear a poppy. Thanks very much for listening.